What's cracking? I'm Taylor in a band called Officer Trip. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the guitars that I've played over all our releases. From our very first release, like demo album, Straight Goods, to our full-length Motherland, to our two new EPs, Basement and Showtime. Those two I'm probably most excited about, so yeah, let's dive right in. Let's talk about some cool guitars and let's have a good time. Alright, so we're gonna do this chronological. So this guitar, this is not my first guitar, but this is the first nice guitar that I got. This is a 2008 limited edition Les Paul Studio. It has all the nice gold hardware. I have made some changes to it, like took the pick guard off, put some nicer knobs on it. I do have the original tuners, everything else is original pickups. These are the 490, 498s from Gibson, very popular pickup before their most recent new CEO. I can't remember the new guy's name, and I can't remember the old guy's name either, but it's not what we're here to talk about. Yeah, I've been playing this guitar a absolute shitload over the years. It's on every single release we've ever done. It's been in bands before that, yeah. I received it in 2012, and it has helped me learn to be a better player ever since. It's helped me feel comfortable. So yeah, it's my favorite. Alright, guitar number 2. This one is the Epiphone Les Paul Custom. This one's had a few different sets of pickups in it. This one's a 1998. Got this one as a parts guitar, probably I think in 2013 or 2014. Initially, I put EMG, the Zakk Wylde 8185s. This was not really when I knew what I was doing, or I really fully knew what kind of sound I was going after. And yeah, like a lot of people say, they do have that compression thing, and the impedance can fuck with your fuzz pedals, so had to get rid of those. Put in some Guitar Fetish Dream 90 pickups. This isn't a review for them, but I can't say enough good things about these pickups. Guitar Fetish is a great band. Guitar Fetish is a great brand, and I fully support them. They make great stuff. This is not the only guitar that I have their pickups in. Not endorsed at all. I fucking wish. But yeah, this is my Korean Epiphone Les Paul Custom with a cool headstock. It's kind of got the 60s vibe to it. I figured why not, considering that the Gibson has the 50s vibe going. So yeah, those are my two Les Pauls. Alright, and guitar number 3. This is a Mexican Fender Telecaster from 1995. It was bought in Montreal. The guy moved here to oh, I think he lived in like Richmond or New West or some shit. Anyways, I got it off him for 400 bucks. With the Bigsby that he put on crooked. I had someone try to fix it, and they fixed it as much as they could. But it still sounds great. I fucking love this guitar to death. Looks like shit, but yeah. I'll make a long story short. It has a burst under the blue. So Fender is commonly known for doing that. I know they did it pre-CBS, but once they were acquired by CBS, I'm not sure if they've always been hazy about outright saying that they spray over less popular colors that aren't selling, which would often happen with a lot of bursts and sometimes the paisley finishes. So this is a 90. This is a 95. So the funniest part about that is they've never confirmed that they did this in the 90s, especially in the Mexican factory. But who knows? Maybe this guy got fired because he got caught doing this. Who knows? Anyways, I have a sunburst under my Lake Placid blue Telecaster. As I mentioned before, I do have guitars with Guitar Fetish pickups in them. This is another one. I have their lipstick tube Dan Electro style pickup for the bridge, and it has the proper base plate for a Telecaster. And then I have an open top neck pickup because I wanted to get out of the neck tone, at least for this Telecaster, I wanted to get as stratty as I could with a Telecaster. Anyways, yeah, that's my Telecaster. Next up, we have quite the doozy. This one I got about a year ago, or a year and a half ago. This one is my Gretsch 2655 TG, yeah, tremolo, and TGP90, that's P90 break. Okay, this is a long name. This is the Gretsch 2655 TGP90 in Satin Riviera blue. Amazing guitar. It's a junior, but I'm kind of a shorter guy. I'm not very tall, so it doesn't, like, honestly, when I first picked it up at Long Loqueta, when I bought it, I didn't even notice it was a junior. I didn't notice that the body was small, but I also know nothing, well, I do now, but at the time I knew nothing about semi-hollow guitars or anything like that. All I knew was I picked it up, I played it, it sounded absolutely amazing, felt amazing, had a Bigsby. It's a Gretsch, and after tax this was about $950 Canadian. So, yeah. Steal of a guitar. I happen to like, at the moment, the neck humbucker is a little dark, but I happen to like it quite a bit still. And the bridge is the tiniest bit dark, but that's kind of a good thing in a bridge P90. Like, it has a lot of mid-range, but it doesn't have that hi-fi. All the frequencies above, like, you know, 4 or 5K, that's gonna contribute to hiss in your signal, essentially. So yeah, I like the fact that this is a little bit darker. I like a darker bridge and then a brighter neck, so then that way when I switch, it's not such an abrupt change in EQ settings in your input of all your pedals and just your amp, however you run your rig. So yeah, anyways, I love this guitar. This is a great guitar. I picked it up, played it for the first time. It hadn't even been set up. It was literally out of the box. My friend Jack that works at Long Loqueta even told me, hey man, like, I think you're one of the first people, you're the first customer to play that. Like, I was the first customer to actually play it, which was kind of cool. Like, it went straight into the store, into the employees' hands, and then straight in my hands. It's kind of meant to be. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you want to hear the guitars, I've actually, funny enough, I've recorded particular songs with actually only one guitar. If you want to hear the Gretsch, Where I Belong, the second track off of Basement, or one of our newer EPs. If you want to hear the Telecaster, listen to Feeling Relativity, I believe. First or second track, there's only 2 songs on Showtime, so yeah. Feeling Relativity is all Telecaster. If you want to hear the Gibson, Better Hand, the other song off of Showtime, that is all Gibson Les Paul. And if you want to hear the Epiphone, you'll have to check out Whisper. Anyways, peace out. Yeah, I feel the knife. Yeah, I feel the knife.